Hi friends, we are at day 6 of this 7 days daily movement challenge, 7-day daily movement challenge. And today is all about upper body. We'll do some chaturangas. Don't worry, supported chaturangas, but I will also give you some tips so that you can work towards a chaturanga if you don't have that push-up yet. And we'll do some planks and we'll get to stretch a little bit because it will be a lot on the upper body. And first of all, we are almost done with this challenge. I want you to acknowledge that you have been moving for now 6 days straight. Yes, I'm counting this day. So great work. Just soak it all in. Inhale. Feel your ribs. Exhale. You are doing amazing. All right, let's get your gorgeous upper body working. So starting on hands and knees, let's first warm up a little bit into the wrists because we will be holding some planks and doing some dynamic plank work. So just shift from side to side in this tabletop. I like to also do this, so just flip your wrists, and this can feel a lot on your forearms if you're not used to this, so just move your pelvis a little bit back if this is too much. And feel the stretch right here in your forearms. Flip your wrists again, some wrists, push-ups. I love these because they kind of teach you how to engage the palm, how to really work your hands, and make sure your fingertips are really spread wide because that will mean the entire palm is working. If you feel wrist tension and wrist pain in any of these exercises, check how you are engaging your hand. Fingertips wide and grip your mat. So they're spider hands. Think that should alleviate a lot of pressure and tension from your wrists. All right, I'm speaking a lot, so let's start right here in supported chaturangas. So from your tabletop, move your knees a bit farther and actually get almost like to a child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Start leaning forward so that your shoulders are past your wrist. You're kind of in this planche position. Remember the correct arm, the correct hand engagement. Grip your mat, bend your elbows halfway, and your elbows are really close to your body. So not wide, they're close. Keep your triceps close. Hold here. Engage your core here. Squeeze your glutes. Lift it up. All right, let's go for 10. 9. 8. Squeeze everything. Squeeze your glutes. Grip your mat. 7. 6. Gaze right down. Don't gaze forward because that will be uncomfortable on your neck. Okay, I'm not counting, but for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Walk your knees farther. Bring your arms in front of you and just rest here. Now bring your hands so that they are outside of your mat and you're on your fingertips, and just push with the tops of your feet and slowly peel your chest open in this kind of wide cobra. And release. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here and release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under and lift back into tabletop. Inhale to reach your right arm up, stretch into your chest muscles and thread the needle. Switching sides. Inhale to reach your left arm up and thread the needle on this side. Rest on the left cheek and back to tabletop. Let's do some planks. Tuck your toes under, walk your feet back. Remember the core engagement, everything is fired up here. It's a high plank pose. So round your back, not round, but spread your shoulder blades, grip your mat, squeeze your glutes. And knees wide, child's pose. We'll do the plank again, but we'll add some steps with your hands. If this is too much, you can always rest your knees, but try it first. Inhale to come back to your plank pose. Find your plank first, and then walk your hands in and walk your hands out. Minimal movement in your lower body, so try to really squeeze through your glutes, your legs. Just your hands are moving. Just for a few more seconds. Remember to really grip your mat. And remember to breathe. Relax that gorgeous face. Maybe a smile. It relaxes your facial muscles. Don't frown. And knees down, wide, child's pose. Bring your hands maybe to hug your legs, your thighs, to fully relax. Shake your shoulders. Are you ready for another plank? Now we were walking our hands, now we're gonna add the feet. Well, actually your hands will stay on the mat. We'll move the feet. All right, let's get into it. Plank pose. Hold, brace yourself, and lift your right foot off the mat. Just holding this here. Plant your right foot, lift your left foot. Point your toes, hold here. And release. If you want to try something, go for it. I'm gonna lift opposite left, opposite leg, opposite arm. This may feel a little clumsy, but you can walk your feet and hands for a shorter plank. But just for the sake of it, try this. Whew. If you lose your balance, it's okay. I'm losing my balance too. Other side. And release, get to seated. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your hands. Open your chest. Inhale and exhale to bring your hands forward, interlace, push. Flip your palms so that they're not facing you. Round. Inhale to open your chest. Exhale to round. Just a few more like this. We will add some more push-ups, and these are quite advanced, but to modify, I am keeping my knees on the mat. And if you do these like kind of triceps, shoulder engaging push-ups, even supported with your knees, you will notice that you are progressing towards the unsupported push-up. So from a tabletop, place your hands actually really wide. even like outside your mat is fine. It will give you a little bit more leverage. So find your wide stance here. You are on your knees and the movement is watch first. So we're bending through the elbows and we're leaning forward until your head kind of comes forward, touches the floor, and you bring it all the way up. Mistake here is to place your head directly underneath your hands. This isn't, not underneath, between your hands. This isn't really doing much. My butt is sticking out. This is not right. It's not gonna really be hard. So if this feels easy, you're not doing it right. The movement is lean forward, bring your leg forward, and then bring it up. Let's go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If this felt too easy, you can try lifting your knees off the floor and just doing it unsupported. Definitely let me know if this worked and how this felt in your body. And if you have any questions about this move, I'm happy to walk you through it. We'll wrap this all up with side planks. Very, very important for your whole body strengthening. So place your left hand underneath your shoulder. You're on the outer edge of your left foot. Stack your feet. Lift your right arm up. Lift your hips up as high as possible. And just stay in here. Staying put. Remember long, deep breaths. Relaxed face. Smile. Rolling onto plank, switching sides. Lift your hips up higher. And back to plank pose, back to tabletop. We're gonna finish with 5 more chaturangas. Feel free to keep your knees on the mat. If you want, you can try the unsupported chaturanga. So if you're doing unsupported, you start in plank pose. If you're doing supported, stay in tabletop. So from here, tabletop or plank, lean forward, bend your elbows close to you. And for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last one you hold at the bottom. Release everything down. And Sphinx pose. Open your chest. In here, it may feel good to start lifting your elbows off the mat. Only if it feels good, do it. If not, just rest your head against the mat, or actually rest your head against the mat anyway. Inhales and exhales. Feel the muscles in your arms working. They feel like they worked. Your shoulders burning, maybe your core. Marinate in this feeling. Slowly bring your fingertips next to your shoulders and lift yourself back to seated. We are out of the time, but I encourage you to do some stretches for your arms. And if you are working towards a push-up, towards a chaturanga, I encourage you to work more on these upper body moves. And if you do this consistently, even a few times a week, you will notice a progress really fast. Thank yourself for getting on your mat and staying consistent. And I'll see you tomorrow.